Hello, WishCasters. How you doing today? Today, I'm here with Maye. She works for Emirates. She's in business class. We joined together. We went through training together. We know each other since about 5 years, I would say, if you include the training and everything. She agreed to do these videos. She's happy to guide you through these videos and a little bit of tips and tricks on how to join, how to face the open day and everything. And yeah, how you doing, Maye?
I'm so excited to be here. I couldn't believe it when I saw Prague on my roster. I was like, Orlando, I'm coming. Woohoo! I got 42 hours. They closed the runway in the Dubai airport because they're doing some maintenance work. So for 40 days, they have reduced a lot of the flights. So luckily for us, longer layovers, 42 hours in Prague. So happy to see you. I haven't seen you since you left. My God.
Everything good. I'm interviewing a lot of people that work for Emirates. I have a good input. I have strong input, but I think that it's better to have several inputs, not just mine. So you're going to be one of the people featured on the channels, but also other people. Like I have a German friend resigning soon. Before we start, this link in the upper right corner is our masterclass series on joining Emirates. It's free. It'll always be free. And it's a gold mine. Trust us. Follow it from the beginning to the very end. People should know before they join what they're going into, because a lot of people just join. They said, I'm going to travel, do nothing, get paid a lot, and be glamorous. That's absolutely not true. You're going to be working your butt off. You're going to be doing it in hours of the night where you're supposed to be sleeping, and you're going to be sleeping when you're supposed to be awake.
Orlando took me to this lovely little secret place, apparently. The things that tourists usually never see. And there's a very cute little street behind me. During winter, it's like super snowy and it's like magical, and with like these little lights, and you have little coffee shops and you can have a nice hot chocolate. It sounds fun. I can't wait to come back in winter.
I know that we're talking about Emirates and all that kind of stuff. Totally agreed, but it's just beautiful and it's so relaxing. And if you're in Prague, don't just go to the Old Town Square or to the castle or to these places where it's just touristic-y and it's like super overcrowded. Come here. This is a place where nobody goes and it's authentic. It's right behind the castle. Well, the castle is right over there, but you'll be surprised you can get there within a 5-minute walk. From Malostranska, you take the number 22, drops you right here at the very top of the steps. You go down, and if you go around this area, there's a bar over there. It has like hot chocolate, hot coffee, really good organic desserts. And if it's snowing here, it's so cozy to be inside and look at the snow outside falling. The lights here are all orangey in color. It's just so beautiful and cozy. You want to tell us where you're from, a little bit of you, how many years you've been working in the company. If you can summarize in 1 or 2 words how Emirates is to you.
I'm French-Egyptian. I joined Emirates 5 years ago, and it was supposed to be a 1-year adventure. I think most of the people who join Emirates always have like kind of a plan in mind, but plans change all the time and they never really stick to it. I don't regret anything. I stayed for a reason. I'm enjoying the flying. I'm discovering so many different places, and the world is such a beautiful place. And you just have to get out of our little bubble, So it's definitely a fantastic experience. So I've been in business class for the past 2.5 years. And I must admit, it changes the experience completely, because on a human level, the relationship with the passengers and with the crew changes, and to the better. So I'm enjoying it a lot better. It's a lot more personal. Unfortunately, in economy, it's a little bit more robotic, you have so many customers to serve and so many drinks to prepare and so many food to deliver that the human touch kind of gets lost in the process. Whereas in business class, for example, we talk to the passengers. You have your own 20 passengers, so they call you by name, for example, which is huge. Yeah, they remember you because you introduce yourself. When you go and you're like, hi, my name is Maye, then the whole flight you're gonna be like, Maye, can I have another Coke, or can I have another whiskey? You actually have the time to get to know them. If you're luckily enough standing behind the bar, then definitely this really gives you the space to talk to the customers.
Why did you choose to be Emirates and not any other airline also?
That's actually, coincidence, kind of. Well, I'm Egyptian and I grew up in Egypt. I'm half French, born in France, but definitely raised in Cairo. And 5 years ago, there was some kind of political turmoil, if you heard of it. And I think when I saw the open day pop up on the Facebook, I was intrigued and I thought, why not? Why not take this, try and discover a little bit and travel and do that for a year. Why Emirates specifically? Because honestly, it's the company that came on Facebook. When I saw it, the whole process, the open days, everything, it was extremely impressive. I've never been like in one of these big corporates hiring recruitment systems that it was a huge number of people showed up. I was one of the lucky few to be.
How many were you at your open day?
I think 1,000.
How many did they take on your specific open day? Do you know?
20.
So the odds of being hired by Emirates or to be selected on an open day are really, really small. But you can still make it. We made it.
Yeah.
There's no reason why you can't make it. I mean, we're super special, but as we manage, you can manage too. So don't let this factor, this percentage scare you at all.
Also, I think the personality has everything to do with it. I didn't have the most developed CV in the world, but I think the way the recruiter, when they see you coming in and just giving out your CV, the way you walk, the way you smile, the way you say hello and good morning, I think it's 50% of catching their attention, because they want someone like this. They like someone who's smiley and friendly and...
Right opposite to this bar, if you go down this lane, I don't know if you can see, there's a couple of guys over there. It's a 4K video, so if I'm going to zoom in there. Can you see those two guys over there? There's a car. So right over there, opposite to the guys, there's like a little rope you can pull, and it makes a sound inside the house. You can't hear it, but inside there's a bell. Ring the bell, the guy will show up, he'll give you hot wine, free of charge. Yes, free of charge. And if you want, you give some money and he'll accept any money, of course, but it's free of charge. I'm gonna take this microphone, I'm gonna formulate a very important question to Maye, because Maye, as I said, she's working for Emirates. She's in the company right as we speak. She's going to operate back on a beautiful A380. She can answer this question. Everybody's been asking for a really long time. On every single video, I get this question asked. First question is, when you showed up for your open day, you had to show your CV accompanied with a couple of pictures, right?
Yeah.
How was your CV structured, and is there any way people should structure it in order for them to capture the attention of the recruiter? Is there any extra tip that you want to add, and how did you structure your CV? Is there anything that you can give us? Because really, a lot of people are asking this question. What's your input?
You can highlight what aspect of whatever job you had might benefit Emirates. You know?
For example, if you were a lifeguard before, you can say that you were a lifeguard and you learned how to save lives, how to react in a really quickly manner in saving that life. So this is like very important to outline, to highlight in your CV, because that is a skill that will benefit Emirates. Any other tips?
Smile.
How do you approach the recruiter when you're giving the CV? Like, do you just give the CV, bam, done? Or you give the CV and you smile? Or you give the CV and you have body language? Or you give the CV, you have body language, you smile, and you talk? What do you do? What did you do?
So I'm very shy. I'm a very shy human. So when I went to the open day, shy, believe it or not. I went to the open day and they put us all in a big room, and they explained to us the whole Emirates, the job, everything, the expectations. And basically at the end, they told us just stand in line and give us the CV. So, and she's like, next. And I was just waiting there and just approaching her. Just maybe because I'm shy, I tend to smile a lot as well. So I just handed out my CV and I was like, hi, here you go. And she's like, thank you, good morning, goodbye. And that was it. And I think that was it. That was day one. The next day, this is where they actually narrow down the amount of people, because it's a lot. So this is where, you know, when they always tell us when passengers come on board, you have to be standing in the cabin and smiling at them and welcoming them. This is exactly the moment where they decide where you're going to be doing that or not, I think. Because it's the very first impression. It's a split second. You know what I mean? You walk towards them and they see how you're going to be when people walk towards you in the cabin.
One good thing to do is to maybe walk in front of the mirror and approach yourself as you're looking in the mirror, smiling, having a positive attitude, trying to, craft your look in such a way that you're pleasant to the person in front of you. So it's sort of you're like intriguing, you're smiling, you're positive, you're happy, you're energetic, but at the same time, don't overdo it. Don't look like you're totally fake. Like, they're gonna spot that. They see thousands of people maybe every 4 or 5 days. Yeah. I mean, that's their job. They've been cabin crew. They know all about it. And if you're fake, oh, they're going to spot it. What you have to do is just not care, be humble, be positive, be energetic, smile. Don't think too much. Go and know that you already have the job. If you go with that mentality, you can do it. It's easier said than done, but ultimately that's what you have to follow, because that's what's going to be your strong key element that you have to use in order for you to get in. If you could summarize Emirates in 2 words, maximum 3, what would be the words that you'd choose?
Hard work, adventure.
Hard work, adventure, but now let's ask her why. Why hard work and why adventure? Adventure, I think everybody knows, but why hard work, and what's the part of hard work that you like, and what's the part of hard work that you don't like? What's the toughest part of your job?
A lot of people join Emirates with the wrong idea that it's very glamorous and we're going to be traveling all the time and it's easy and we're getting paid for doing nothing, basically. And there's a very hard truth that a lot of people don't know, especially those who just finished universities and are working with Emirates and it's their first job, is that it's not the case. Every job is hard. We complain, but everybody else complains. Even someone who's passionate about their job, an architect who loves designing things, is still going to be confronted with his client's opinions. And every job, well, even if you're passionate about it, will have a negative side. With that being said, it is an adventure because there are countries that I never would have even dreamed of going to without Emirates. That's 100%. I'm saying hard work because at the end of the day, it is very tough. People who don't know that working in general is tough, they have this slap in the face back to reality that, oh my God, I actually have to work. It is very fulfilling. You do learn a lot. You're exposed to a lot of different nationalities. Working with so many different people is challenging. Learning how to control my temper and not be affected much by how people can be treating us sometimes. Learning patience, not snapping back, because we are all tired, and whether it's a customer or a crew, you're sometimes going to feel the urge to break down or get upset, or because at the end of the day, it is very tiring. So all of these things really taught us how to be patient and sometimes let go of things that you don't really have to dwell on, because if you had to get angry every single time, you would explode. It wouldn't be worth it. It wouldn't be worth it.
Thank you for that reply. Very, very deep, and appreciate it. It's really honest. What would you say to aspiring cabin crew that have failed 3 times at their open day? How would you encourage them?
Keep trying. Don't lose hope. There's a lot of crew who told me they failed 6 times, I think, before they finally got in. Sometimes they are in a hiring mood, so they will hire a lot. Sometimes it's just because of the market. It's not because of you. If you've rejected 2-3 times, sometimes it can kind of hurt your self-esteem, or you think that maybe you're not Emirates material, but it's not the case. Sometimes it's just because they don't need cabin crew right now, and that's it. And keep trying, and hopefully we'll see you on a flight soon.
So that was Maye. Thank you for being with us and replying all the questions and giving us a very deep insight of Emirates, and giving also support to the people that haven't joined and will be joining, because you will. And thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Ciao. Ciao, ciao. Now that's it for today's video. We want to thank you for watching till the very end. We thank you for your support and following. It's oxygen for us. We're trying to reach 2,000 subscribers, and only your help can make the difference. Subscribe, comment, like, and share if you care supporting us. We do travel guides too. Feel free to take a look at our popular low-cost travel guides here. Check our entire free Emirates MasterClass course here. We'd love to know your experience in the comments below. If you have any other questions, just ask and I will reply. As always, it's my pleasure to do videos. Hope you liked it, and keep it rolling, guys.